Hello, hi all, welcome to Clinical Science Tutorials. Today I'm going to discuss about the demographic table programming. This table we are going to use commonly across all the domains. These tables will give the basic information about the subject age, or subject, which gender they are, the race and ethnicity. So now, by using the basic subject information, we gonna have a common table, so which represents all the subject info that are included in our study. Let's take a look what output is exactly looks when you generate it. See here, this is how we're going to submit the output for any regulatory body. Let's take a look. As soon as you get this kind of outputs, and what are the things you have to look into this one. So the first thing, there are some key elements to look into each output. As soon as before going into the programming part, the first thing you have to check the title footnotes. It indicates what are the populations or some specific subject condition they might incorporate. It gives you the clear picture what kind of population you're going to display in the output. And the next section is check the begin display. So this part. And the third section is about the body parts. Body part. So now you got to know that what is the output and what are the requirements. So if you see here, this body part contains two types of display. One is stats part, one is counts part. For stats, to get the statistical part, we can use the proc summary, and for the category counts, you can use proc freak or other methods as feasible to you. So let's take a look how we to program this table. So by looking in the output, you got to know that what is the some questions, what the data set I have to use and what variables I have to pick from that. So this is a subject level information, so we're going to use ADSL or ADDM. There we're going to find one record per subject, and then as per the title says, take the treat all treated subjects. So you have to look for the related flag, so either safety flag or ITTFL. Sometimes if it is randomized, you can go ahead and use the RANDFL. And the next TRT, the treatment information variable. Then age, race, ethnicity, and the gender variables. Just keep these variables in your final data set that you are going to use for the counts or summary stats or the later steps. So now take a look at the full-fledged programming now. So you have created some of the formats which are that I'm going to use in the further steps for treatment, and the gender, race, age groups, ethnicity, and summary stats. Order, this is for order display of the summary stats in the output. So now I have my input data set. This is dummy data set that just created for the demo purpose. So in real time you're gonna have the full-fledged ADS. It contains more than 50 variables. So from that you have to pick. So more or similar, race will be the same name, ethnicity, age group, we have to create a set like that. So before this is, we're going to derive it from the already available variable age. Then I'm setting some formats for this, as I mentioned here, the format. So it is going to divide based on this. So now you got the input data set, which is having all the required variables. And then as per the layout, if you see, you need a total column in the output. So this how we are going to get this. We in the input data set we have this 2 placebo and active. Now we are going to output this same data set to get the total column. Means we're just outputting the records. see here, just we have already available Trtan, then just assigning 3 for the total column. Now the next part is, now with this we have the input data set, final input data set that we're going to use for our counts stats data set. So now here I'm using just to get the begin count, we just use proc summary. So with the treatment and preload FMT, so this gives me all the available treatments, though there doesn't have the counts in case. So we're going to get the dummy treatment with a 0 number. Now the count section, I just use the proc summary here with the treatment and the variable which I am going to use, and then get the little n. So I just created a macro, to minimize the code. So we're going to call multiple variables here, like we have 4 sections of categorical counts. So rather than writing 4 proc summaries or proc fix, I just created a macro, and then we're just reusing the same macro. As soon as you get all the data sets, count, just set it, and then get the percentages. This part will give you the percentages. This percentage is based on all the treated subjects which are available for the treatment group. As we see in the output, the title footnotes, if you see the footnote, they're saying percentage based on the number of patients in each treatment group. In this case, you see placebo is having 10, and the gender under placebo we have female 5 and male 5. In this case, the percentage is based on this, not entire number here. When it goes to this column, this is based on the total number. So in this case, they're saying we have a total 9 females and 10 males, like this. Just transposing, the way we're transposing is, now if we look into this data, the percentage data set, we have a row based treatments and person. So now we need to have data in a column wise for each treatment. See now, the treatment is in the row base. We have placebo, active, total for each section. So we're just transposing this by keeping the treatment in ID and whatever required variables in by group. So with this, the stats, the frequency count part is ending. Now we're going to be in the stats part, the summary stats as per the output requirement. What they want is mean, median, Q1, Q3, and min, max, and n. So we have to be displaying the same order in the output. So now we got them. Just assigning some decimal precision here by applying some formats. And same way we have to transpose this. And then just set the both counts and summary stats data set here. Just we are assigning a dummy data set which contains the section labels. Like if you see here, we have a race and a gender, age. These are the section labels which doesn't contains the treatment info. It's completely missing. Just to represent this section, heading, it represents this section. Then the final step is proc report. How we going to report the data which were available in the final data set. So this is the basic column statement. So we are using some section to each section. How many sections we have? 5, and each section has its own distinct order. So we have to follow the same order as like in the output. Or for some of sections, the data is collected in CRF. So we should follow the same collected order. Like if we see race, we have to follow this order. Ethnicity, same order, and the gender, we should follow the CRF specified order in this case. So because of this, we use some formats. Though if we don't have any specific information, suppose if we don't have any subject in which are black or African American, though you need to display this text in the output by keeping the treatment information as 0. So this complete blocks gives you the title, footnotes. In this case, if you want, you can use the title statements and footnote statement as well. So that's it for the demographic section. Let's take a quick look what all we did in this one to get this output. First, we selected the input data set. We kept the required variables. What are the required variables here? As soon as you see the all treated subjects, it should be safety flag. Look at further variable and age variable, gender, race, ethnicity, age group. This is derived variable. If you have an ADSL, then fine, or else you can derive it based on the age. That's we keep. Then get the begin percentages. Keep the data set ready. You can create a formats, or you can create a macros for this, and then take the summary stats part, get the data set ready and transpose it as per the treatment wise, and then the frequency part, just transpose it, set both the data sets, assign the row labels, section labels, then proc report. It gives you the complete output. That's it, man. I'm going to share this code with you. If you want, you can try it to your PC as well. If you have any kind of subject level data with this ADSL, or you can create your own dummy and then try it. Okay, we'll see you now in the video. Bye.